here we go. Now, this is the part where I'm gonna just completely confess to being a complete absolute moron. I cannot believe I just did that. I have been
Oh, yeah.
here for a good long while. Pale blood, yes, yes. I've actually been playing this, intending it to be just like a quick tutorial video for people who wanted to learn a little bit more about Bloodborne, and I forgot to actually start streaming. So I'm feeling really, really clever about myself right now. And there we go. So this is intended to be a way of not necessarily being like the boldest or the fastest ways to get to the Cleric Beast, which anybody who knows a little bit about Bloodborne knows that once you get to the Cleric Beast and die for the first time, that's how you start to level up and get stronger in the game. But for me, that was always a big hurdle in itself, and I think there's a few people who kind of have the same issue. So I decided to create this and try and encourage people to use what they have to get to the Cleric Beast in a way that's as easy as possible. Now, I feel like a complete and utter idiot right now because, like I said, I've just been doing this. So I'm just going to go and name this. So I'm going to create a new character, and aptly named Dummy, and finish. So there we are. Finalize the contract. I'm going to just skip past video scenes, which I was going to be doing anyway. I'm just going to try and show people the most straightforward ways of getting to where you need to go. I'll be adding in little comments and bits of information as we carry on, just to kind of just to see what I can do to help people out. But for the most part, I don't think that's going to be much, you know. Yeah, all sided, so blah 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 blah. Yeah. The main gist is read everything. Whenever you get anything, any information in this game, read it. You know, and that'll do it. So we're going to go out this door, go charging down the hill here, and there we go. Big giant wolf. Yeah. The other thing to try and remember is it's almost universal in this game. When something makes a swing at you, use the circle button to dodge forward and to the side and try and get behind them. But since the game is ultimately, you can kill this monster, but the game is pretty much demanding that you die horribly at this point. So come on, there we go, dead. You died, of course I died. Of course I died. Okay, why not let them be happy and revel as babes? And the notebook. Leave notes with the messengers, get them to pass things around. Again, cutting all videos. So next part is make your way up here. Accept a gift from messengers. The trick weapon. In this instance, I'm going to choose the Hunter Axe just because it's the most damage, and I'm trying to get people to the Cleric Beast the fastest possible way. And again, I'll take the Hunter Pistol over the Blunderbuss. That's just a personal preference. And then we have the notebook. Okay, first floor sick room. Powder keg hunter badges. Yeah, these hunter badges are interesting, but they're actually they tend to be marks of accomplishment, and you can then go to one of the bird baths with the messengers in it, and they will unlock certain items. Certain things will then be available to buy the more of these badges that you've collected. Okay, so I'm now in Yosefka's clinic. I'm going to press the start button. You can never actually pause this game, which is a thing. And so inventory status system. So there we are. Arms. Hunter Axe. Just press the cross button. You see a little red dot appears next to it for the axe to show up. And this is right hand weapon number 2. I don't have anything else for it. Then we have left hand weapon number 1. Hunter's pistol. And as far as quick items go, so with the Hunter's mark in space 1 and the notebook in space 2 for now. Just going to start filling this up as much as possible, and you press down on the direction pad to cycle through everything you have. And do the notes. R1 attack, right hand weapon. Quick steps. Okay. You guys can look at all of this in your own time here as well. You'll know most of this by the time you get here. Right, acquire blood echoes. Blood echoes retrieved. That's my experience points back. And now this will run a little bit differently now that I've got my axe. 2, 3, 4. And that's one dead thing. Got a bloodstone shard out of that bonus. Yep. Triangle, restore HP, uses blood vial, which I now have 2 of in the left hand corner. Quicksilver bullets and blood vials, they tend to be you can be carrying about 20 per game. Sorry, 20 per life. You know, anything more than that tends to get put into storage in the Hunter's Dream. And you guys can work all that part out for yourself. Quicksilver bullets. We're going through here. Okay, like I said, this is all just intended to be the easiest and most straightforward ways to get to the Cleric Beast. Consider everything you're doing at this point is pretty much gratis. You know, if you lose it, it doesn't matter. You're not gonna miss too much, because the whole point is, and no matter what, everything that you collect up to this point is gonna get lost anyway, because the Cleric Beast is gonna kill you. You know, so you lose all your blood echoes. The only things that you have is the equipment that you've still got now. You know, and dead person, dead person. Smash these coffins open. Get to this guy. Molotov cocktail. Now this is the important part here. There are some enemies at this particular part of the game that I think are ridiculously difficult so far to engage in with just an axe or your gun here. But if you've got yourself some Molotov cocktails, you'll do massive damage and get where you need to go. Listen. Cue blood curdling scream. Light lamp. Okay, so if you die, you'll end up here rather than back in the clinic. Okay. Pebble. Equip the pebbles. They actually come in more handy than you realise sometimes. One big swipe. Now, I'm using just the R1 attack, which is the big thing here. R2 attack is when you hold it. If you hold it in, you'll actually do something even bigger again, you know, so that's a big old slash. But you're not going to use it very often. I can think of maybe one occasion where you're going to get to use it in this run through. But we'll possibly, we'll get to that bridge when we come to it. Okay. So that's them all down. Okay, big old groups. These guys are slightly more difficult to engage with, but needs must. So I'm just going to let them pass a little bit. I'm going to just come up to them from behind, especially this guy with a pitchfork. Yeah, so they all make big swipes and then backdash. So if it looks like people aren't falling over too quickly, 2, 3, then just press the circle button and backdash. Get yourself out of there again. Okay. Yeah, so he gone too. Down here you'll see yourself a big gigantic troll thing with an axe. Leave him be, he's quite happy there, okay? Come back and kill him later if you want. But for right now, just, leave him alone. He's not bothering you, don't bother him. Okay, so where we came down from was this first set of stairs here. You want to go up to this next set of stairs and go around. So you can talk to, whenever you see these little lamps outside a door, there's normally somebody to talk to on the other side. And you guys can do that on your own time, thank you. More Molotov cocktails. I have no idea what I just did, but I'll take it. Okay, you can carry a maximum of 10 Molotov cocktails, I believe. I'm just going to keep them on pebbles for now, because by the time I get to the end of this, I'm going to use all 10 of those Molotovs, I think. Or at least very close. Okay, pitchfork guy. Forward diagonally. Oh! Ah. Okay, fine. That one didn't work out so well, so I'm just going to be going to the side. If you get hit in this game, first instinct should always be try and slash back, because if you get hit back, you'll actually get some health with it. It's almost kind of like a vampire of violence, you know? Yeah. Always go forward, always go slightly to the side. Get in behind them. You do much more damage. Here comes this guy with his gun. Okay, so I'm carrying a maximum of 20 Quicksilver bullets. So I've got one Quicksilver bullet out of that, the other two were sent back to the Hunter's Dream. For anybody that's just joining us right now, this is basically a tutorial of how to get to the Cleric Beast and start leveling up. You know, because it's 5 years on since this game came out in 2015, 2016, and people are still discovering it, you know, right now. So I'm going to try and do my bit to help them learn. So, oh, look at this guy. He's just there lurking about, minding his own business. Keep your finger on the circle button. There you go. He made a big old swipe at you and missed entirely. And you made two big swipes at him and didn't miss at all. Okay. You can see down here there is a big old town meeting going on with a gigantic burning corpse. And they're not going to take too kindly to you down there. Rather than going down and engage them all en masse, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come around to the side here. And look at this, there we go. I've got somebody's attention. Oh, no. There we go. And health back. Probably notice as well, big swings can hit multiple enemies. Blood vial, thank you very much. Okay, here they come. Another two. And always, yep. Forgot my own rules. Always go forward, forward and to the side. You know, chances are you'll end up behind them most of the time and do a huge amount of damage into the bargain. Okay, so who does that leave? I can keep to this side for now. Oh, look at this person. Quicksilver bullets, thank you very much. Anybody else? No? Oh, I got somebody's attention. Three slashes, dead. More blood vials. Okay, we're good. Come on. Where are we? I'm going to make my way back down to the kind of main thoroughfare here. There should be a few other guys coming down. And even if they aren't, I've got my pebble equipped for a very good reason. So. Oh. Somebody's interested in me. You can hear them scraping things. Two slashes, and here's somebody else about here as well. They're making their way down, I think. Yeah, here they go. So, take your pebble and press the square button. And oh no, maybe not. Too far away. This guy, on the other hand, is in the right position. So give him a throw. And always forward. And you're dead. Okay. Now up and to the left here, you can see there's a guy on top of the coach. He's the guy with the gun. Very nice man with a gun. I just want to run up a bit and Cold Blood Dew, we'll talk about that in a wee second, but first let me kill this guy. You want to just always move side to side whenever the guys with the rifles are about. Not like that. But 2 slashes will kill them the majority of the time. Oh, somebody's coming around here. 3 slashes dead. And there we go. So I've got people's attention. They're looking for me. They're just not necessarily finding me as fast as I think they should be. There we are. Here's one. Round we get. 3 hits. Dead. Yeah, these two seem to be kind of all over each other, but not necessarily looking for me just yet. Look at this guy. Dodge. 2 slashes. One more guy with a gun. Look at this. Always move to the side. Yeah, dogs again. Always to the side. And you'll tend to get one hit out of them, and then they'll back up. So. Just keep circling them for a bit, and then eventually you'll get yourself a slash in there. This big old booming noise. More blood vials. And last guy. Oops. There we are. Search the corpse. Quicksilver bullets and blood vials are the things they're in like ridiculous abundance, but they're worth collecting every single chance you get. Just because if you end up dying a lot, you want to make sure that you've got a big enough stockpile to keep dying a few times and still have plenty of bullets to spray on things, you know. There we go. Now you can hear the big old noise over there. I'm just gonna divert your attention away for a second. So. There we are, there's a big old ogre banging on the door, and I'm just going to leave him there for a minute to show you these horrible, horrible crows. I'm going to use the trick weapon. Press L1 to extend it, and then hold R2. You'll do a big old, it's like a big double swing. And also, you can end up paying the price just like that. So, let's heal up. Next guy. Yeah, they're horrible. They look so pitiful and broken, but they will do you damage if you let them. Especially when they all attack in big kind of swarms like that later, you know. Okay, so L1 to extend your axe, and you do big kind of poleaxe attacks. Press it again and make it short. So, you'll notice when you're moving, your feet make a pretty loud noise. But if you walk softly, it doesn't have much help at this point, it doesn't matter. So, as far as this guy goes, there's a few things you can do, but what you can actually learn to use is your Molotov cocktail. So there he is. This is a prime candidate for it. 1. Dodge. Yeah, he's nearly dead. So at this point you can use your gun. Down he goes. Blood vials, thank you very much. I'll heal up on that one. So again, there's another way of doing it where as soon as he's making a big swing at you like that, when he's just about to start, you know, moving down, so take a big wind up animation, and just as it's about to land on you, if you actually shoot at him, he drops what he's doing, he stumbles to one knee, and you can do like a serious, it's called a visceral attack, which means you go right up to him, press R1, and from there you can, you know, you'll actually do like huge damage, you know, and that'll be something you can practice on your own time. It's definitely worth knowing how to do. But for now, the whole point of this stream, the reason I'm doing it, is to try and just, you know, we're taking the easy way as much as we possibly can. And so in that instance, 2 Molotov cocktails and then a pistol shot will kill him. That's enough damage. Cold Blood Dew. Keep these purely for the Hunter's Dream. So every time you die, you lose your blood echoes, which is up in the top right side of the screen there. But even if you die, you still keep your Cold Blood Dew. When you consume it, it gives you more blood echoes. So it's a nice thing if you're just a few 100 points short of being able to level up, or if you've lost all your blood, if you've died and you thought you need to level up and it turns out you've got enough of them in storage, you know, happy days. Dead. Okay, and oh, look at that. Round we go. Dead. These guys don't seem to have noticed me all that much. That's okay. If you can keep your distance as much as possible, then you'll be okay. Oh, damn it. Blood vial, heal up. There we are. Slash. Job done. Search corpse. Enough bullets go around. Blood vial. Okay, so I'm going pretty heavy on the healing potions at this point, just to effectively prove to you not to be shy about using them. So here's where your Molotov cocktails earn their money, okay? This is the part that just drove me spare so many times in this game. Okay, so you're coming up on this big massive bridge, and here are 2 of those big giant wolf creatures that, like one of them with half your health was a big challenge earlier. Just take yourself in the opposite direction for a minute. They're not going to come down here. They're not going to activate and start chasing you until you get to a certain point. So just come down here, pick up a bloodstone shard, you'll need that later. Now, what you want to do is just, you're walking ever so slowly and you're pressing R3 until all of a sudden you'll find that you're locked onto them. There you go, Molotov cocktail, lobbed. Just keep lobbing Molotovs. And again. As he's about to start lunging. There we go. That's it. 3 done. All good. Okay. Hey, still Winston. Hey, good to see you, man. I'm just trying to put together a little how-to video here for starting out in Bloodborne. How to get to the Cleric Beast and die effectively. And once you're there, that's when you can start like properly grinding the levels. So I'm just trying to put this together. I've got a few mates who are still relatively they're brand new to Bloodborne even this late in the game. So I'm just gonna do everything I can to give them a little bit of a leg up, because once you've reached the Cleric Beast and you've died, you can also pick up things like the small resonant bell and all these different things, which means you can then start cooperating with your friends online, which is where I fit in. That's my plan here. So, at this point, I'm very nearly to the objective. What I do is keep an eye on the... oh, sorry, that was just a reflection. Keep an eye on the passageway to the left here, because there he is. Come around. Slash, there we go. Okay, now, where we're actually going is straight ahead where the camera's pointing here. I'm just going to take you guys on a little quick detour here, and I also broke one of my own rules. I picked up some Molotov cocktails earlier. The other thing I picked up was a torch. So I'm just going to equip that as well. So you want to see everything on your left hand, you use the left direction pad on, sorry, left direction on the D-pad, and you switch between your two weapons here. And what this also comes in handy for is going into nice big dark rooms like this. Big darkened room. And yeah, that's one down. And oh, look at that guy. He thinks I can't see him, doesn't he? There we go. Cold blood dew. Very, very important. Comes in so handy later. And so room lit up. Look at that. Another one. Come on, come and see me. Come and see me. That's a boy. That's a big sword hero. And gotcha. Blood vial. Now this is a detour from where we're going, but it's I think it's a pretty essential one for what you need to do in a minute. And oh look, here's a guy in a wheelchair. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna kill him. Because oh look, he was carrying a big old blunderbuss thing, and then right there we are. A little bit of bait, he was gonna wake up and blow our heads off. So we're not gonna give him that chance. When the hunt began, the healing church abandoned us, blocking the great bridge to the cathedral ward as they burned old Yellon to the ground on that moonlit night. Which gives you a little bit of a backstory into what we're doing, what they're doing there. Okay, so this door is locked. This door is distinctly not. There we go. Oh look, there's one guy here. One guy on his own some. And forward, always dodge forward if you can. Get behind them. Damage done. Straight through their defences. And bloodstone shard. All good. Make your way up here. Then open the gate. And there we are. This is the lamp we've already lit. We'll come back round in a big, massive circle. But if you die and come round here again, you just go straight through this gate. The gates stay open once you've opened them. And so instead of having to fight your way all the way back round to the Great Bridge again, you can just come straight down here, in the door. Still a few people to kill, but much less than the other way around. So that's those guys dealt with. And also the added bonus of once you kill this guy, you don't have to deal with the wolves all the way up there. Okay, I'm going to put my pistol back on. Then I've got 4 Molotov cocktails left, and a big old ogre to go ahead. I'm just going to throw them from here. One as fast as I can. And he's almost dead. Pistol shot. So there you are. 2 Molotovs and a pistol shot will kill most of these ogres, but you're going to run out of Molotov really, really quickly. So I'll show you how to kill them in about 5 minutes after we're done with this point. Here we go. So again, there's absolutely no shame in what's about to happen. Just look up at the big old bridge above here, and here he comes. Big old cleric beast. Now, this is a good point to try and just practice what we're talking about. He's making big swings. Come around and get behind him. And he is going to kill you a lot. So look at my health. Not much left in this already. And grab and splat. Dead. To be fair, I did a little bit of damage right back to them. You know, I can live with that. That's all good. Hunter blunderbuss, and now here we go. A wee minute ago, this was an abandoned doll. Not so abandoned now, are you? So.
Hello, good hunter. I am a doll, here in this dream to look after you. Honorable hunter, pursue the echoes of blood. and I will channel them into your strength.
That's awful good of her, isn't it?
You will hunt beasts, and I will be here for you to embolden your sickly spirit.
Sickly spirit, thank you very much. Okay, so I don't actually have any blood echoes. Use blood echoes to raise stats and level up.
Very well.
Let the echoes become your
Let the
strength.
echoes become your strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
Okay, so in order to, I've got in vitality, endurance, strength, skill, blood tinge, and arcane. Now, each of these you don't neglect them. You know, the temptation always is to go with, you know, extra strength, extra vitality, extra endurance. Blood tinge and arcane are important as well. The more blood tinge you have, the more damage you'll actually do with your guns. The more skill you have sometimes gives you more damage than leveling up your strength as well. But just, you know, you can play with each stat. As you level it up, certain things will go higher, you know, so you think, okay, well, if I up my vitality, that gives me more HP, but what else does it also grant me as a bonus? So all these things you can stop and compare. The rest of these gauges will make sense as you carry on, but you know, you can take time and read over them a little bit later. This is the quick version of things. I have no blood echoes.
Good hunter.
Or do I? May I find my worth in the waking world? So, inventory. Cold Blood Dew. I'm going to use multiple of these. 3, and yes. And that's granted me 1050 echoes. I only need 800 nods to actually to level up. So, channel blood echoes.
Very well. Let me stand.
So first thing I'm going to do is give myself more skill, which gives me more physical defense, but also my right hand weapon attack. Nothing changes there. More vitality and more defense. More stamina. More defense, more poison resistance, and more rapid poison resistance. Not a huge issue at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and just yeah, I'm going to go up my skill level. Okay.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Okay, and now I have more things from the messengers. So, consume insight and ring the beckoning bell to enlist the cooperation of hunters from other worlds. So now you'll see what I've got on the silence and blank end, such forms of cooperation. Right, I've got a beckoning bell and a silence and blank. Up above my blood echoes there's a little thing with a little eyeball, which is insight, which is a thing you use when you ring the bell to actually start getting people to help you. Consume insight and ring the old hunter bell to enlist the cooperation of old hunters. And that'll come in handy a little bit later. That's more of a DLC thing for me. And oh, look at you.
Welcome to the Hunter's
Dream. This will be your home for now.
You're sure to be in a fine. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own, you know. It's
just what hunters do. You'll get used to it. So I only have one insight, but I'm going to spend it already to get this. Buy with insight. Make trades with messengers using insight. And it's the small resonant bell. They are ring this bell to help hunters in other worlds. So you can call for help, but if you've got the small resonant bell, you can go and be help as well. And we leave. Straight down the hill. And here we are. So I'm going to the Yarnum headstone. I'm going to Central Yarnum. I'm going to try and be nice and quick at this one. Beast blood pellet, something I never actually used. Grants a spurt of beasthood. Feeding strength and euphoric feeling alike. Huh. You need to read between the lines of what it's trying to tell you a lot of the time as well. I think if you do that, like if you've got a beast pellet, it'll actually, any damage you do actually regenerates your health above what most people will do. I think that's what it's telling you, but I never ever used them in my first playthrough, which is more fool me than anything else. 3 slashes, you're dead. Yeah, nothing doing. Always dodge forward and diagonal. I'm just going to keep saying it. And this guy, just always kill him. Always kill him. Because after nothing else, he's got plenty of bullets. He's always handy for that. Whoosh. Yeah, there you go. You're dead as well. This place is nearly empty. Back to the pistol. If I can get up behind this guy quietly, I can try and show you the thing I wanted to do earlier. Which is, if you hold in the R2 button, you'll actually stagger this person. I might kill him depending on how much health he does or doesn't have, but if I stagger him I can run up behind him and do a thing called a visceral attack. Yep, there you go. Which is just charge up, press R1 and you will do all the damage. So you can do that to stumble somebody. Yeah, those guys can just, they'll stay over there quite happily. Thank you very much. So, these little crow buggers, I'll kill them in a minute. Who I actually want is this guy. I want to try and show you guys the interrupt point for the attacks that these guys do. So Pebble, get his attention. Come on, over you come. There you go. He's going to make a big old swing, and if I time it just right, there you go. He's not dead yet, but he's a lot closer to it. So I can just 2 big swings. He's down. That's it, it's over. Yeah. These guys, on the other hand, just keep moving to the side, because they'll always try. There you go. Look, there you go. Slash, slash, slash. Everybody's dead. Okay, now if I can kill the Cleric Beast at this point, I'll be very, very pleased with myself, but I seriously doubt that I'll be able to. You know, at this point, I can go ahead and I can do things like ring the resonant bell, I can call for help. In fact, I think I can even show you something else that shows up at this point as well, and how best to get there. Yeah, in fact I don't have any insight, it doesn't matter. Once you've got the certain specific bells, the game will actually start offering you helpers. So if you go around the long way back again, so go from the very start of the Yosefka's clinic and go all the way around trying to get yourself more XP and level up, you'll find there's just one little bell sitting by itself, and it'll say, you know, summon a hunter or whatever, and it's basically like a non-player character. The game is offering you assistance. And if you back them up and they'll help you out, you can both make relatively light work of a lot of people. You know, they'll stay with you. As long as they've got life, they'll stay with you until you get to the next boss. And either the boss will kill them, or you both kill the boss, and then it ends. But you can do that with computer-generated characters, or you can do that with your friends online. But for now, I'm going to try this. This is going to be my way of just finishing up the stream. Traverse the Nightmare Fog. Here comes the Cleric Beast. Come on, big boy. Oh, I cannot believe he did that. In fact, sometimes if you can lock onto him, but that doesn't always help you. Because if you're locked on, the camera moves around him without you being able to necessarily control him as well. So, on the other hand, you lose your aim as well. not doing the amount of damage that I'd hoped, so it's fine. Yeah, if you get one hit, then take one hit and run away again. There we go. And yeah, so if they jump straight up in the air, just start running forward and then count to 3 and jump. Okay, I've staggered it a little bit, I think. It looks like it was healing itself there for a second. So again, much more damage done. Yeah, there we go. So always keep an eye on your stamina meter as well. You'll be tempted to panic and just start, start slashing a lot, but it doesn't work. Got the blood echoes back. Hey! Oh no, I'm so dead. So very, very dead. Or maybe not. Hey! I got behind him for a bit. Oh no, got me again. God damn it. Yeah. So I might make it, I might not. I don't think I will, to be honest. Dead. But then you see how close I came just from that, So I've still got a whole bunch of bloody footprints and things. But I also had like 4,000 blood echoes. Now, if I'd managed to get out of that, I would have been like so many levels up as well. So, this is probably a really good place to go ahead and end the stream here. But that should it'll be enough to get you started in Bloodborne. Just enough to get you moving. So what you can now do is you can then start by killing a few enemies. In fact, yeah, I've got one last thing before I end this stream, and then I won't call that, I promise. Yeah, one dead person, and that's 48 blood echoes. It's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough for what I had in mind, but it doesn't matter. I just want to show you guys what you need. So in order to let's put this on here. Yeah, beckoning bell. Okay. I can normally try and use this, but I don't have any insight. If you've got insight, then you'll ring the bell and people can then come to your aid. If you don't have any insight at this point, return to the Hunter's Dream. Take yourself over to this little bird bath, and hopefully this little guy can help you out. Trade in blood echoes with messengers to buy and sell items. Acquire items. And oh no. Oh no, you don't have it yet. You don't have it yet at all. as time goes on, there's a whole lot more to actually explore of Yarnum. You don't necessarily even have to go and fight the Cleric Beast again at this point. As long as you know what to do to get yourself leveled up, there's a whole other bunch of places to get. You're looking for an object called Madman's Knowledge. And once you have Madman's Knowledge, you consume it, and it grants you 1 insight. And once you have insight, you can ring your bell, and people can come to your aid. So, there we are. I think that's a pretty good intro to Bloodborne, because at this point, I can bang my head against the Cleric Beast as much as I like. But if I'm smart about it and go back and just play through things and actually get enough blood echoes, come back here often, level up, get stronger, you can also, your weapons do wear down, so you need to remember to keep them in repair. But you can do it all from here. It's enough to get you started, even if you need to go up to level like 47 just to be able to, hack down the Cleric Beast and do enough damage and get yourself where you need to be. This is the point. You can now start grinding, So, good luck to everybody who gives this a try. Hope you guys really enjoy Bloodborne, because it's a really, really good game, and it's really good fun to play with friends as well. So that should help you all get started there. So I'm going to sign off for now and say thanks very much to everybody, and cheers for stopping by. Take care. Bye bye.